Hunzinger sets it up to Beeson.
Bring in the hammer. Oh, heck yes.
With the screen, Emily Luce. Now the right corner, Megan Luce for three. Tickles the twine.
Yes.
Right there at the left side elbow, cross-court pass. Bell's right corner three is up.
And good.
Camden Bell from downtown. And fly ball there in the left field. The left fielder will miss the ball. Camden Gibson at third base. And that's going to be a high fly ball there in the deep left center field and down near the wall. So Estep there with an RBI double. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome live right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, here from Yorktown High School in Yorktown, Indiana. Here with tonight's semifinal round of the 2025 Delaware County Girls Basketball Tournament. Here tonight as the semifinal round matchup will be between your 15-2 Wapahani Lady Raiders as they take on the 11-6 Daleville Broncos here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. A little bit of a late night ball game here, if you will. Getting a little bit later start than we was hoping for and expecting, but nonetheless, we're going to get it after it right here with our Raiders Night pregame show presented by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So, these two teams have already played once this year, dating all the way back in the 2024. That was on November the 23rd, so roughly almost a couple months ago, just shy of about a week. But the Raiders won that game at Daleville by a final score of 48-40. Now, with that being said, Wapahani was without Kimber Abshire that night. So that's not saying that that's, any indication on how tonight's going to go. We won by 8 points. So it doesn't mean now, we're going to definitely win by more than that. I think that every game poses different challenges. These two teams obviously have already played each other. But, again, that was 2 months ago. Both of these teams are a little bit different than what they were 2 months ago. So I don't think you can really put too much thought into what happened then and more about what's been going on here in the present time. Wapahani's been playing some really good basketball. We come off of Christmas break right there. Over Christmas break we had games against the likes of Frankton. We also played against Cowan, Muncie Central. We played against Cascade and Oldenburg Academy. They're an Oldenburg Academy tournament. We played against Eastbrook, and then obviously we played against what was that? We had one game left, Newcastle. We've been playing some pretty tough competition here of late, and we played fairly well. But we've got to come out here with that same kind of fire, same kind of passion and determination out here on the floor, and not think about, we beat them last time, so we're going to beat them this time. If it was only that easy, then everybody would probably be winning quite often. But it's not that easy. Like I already mentioned, every game poses new challenges, and even though we've already played this team once, doesn't mean it's going to have the same result right here. You've got to go out and get it, and I honestly believe that Wapahani will do that here tonight. You're going to have, everybody back tonight. Megan Luce is back tonight, so that'll be nice. She'll be back in the starting lineup. But as I mentioned, Kimber Abshire leading the way here for Wapahani. You have four players, so 4 of your 5 starting 5 in double digits in points as far as season average goes. That is excellent work and just a true testament to not only the athleticism and overall, skill that this team has, but it also says a lot about their unselfishness. And that's what I really like the most about this team. But Kimber Abshire, 12.9 points a game, 11 rebounds, so averaging a double-double. And let me tell you, she holds her own block parties every ball game as well. Good for at least 4 or 5 every ball game, if not more than that. So she's going to be a thorn in the side of a couple different girls down there in the post coming up here tonight. Some key players here to watch for Daleville. We'll get back to Wapahani here in just a few minutes. Addison Gothrop here for the Broncos, averaging 15.1 points a game, 5.1 rebounds. The points per game leads the team, second on the team, and as far as total average rebounding-wise, or actually third on the team in that statistical category. A player that, primarily lives out there on the three-point line. She's their best three-point shooter throughout the regular season here so far, and like I said, that's somebody that we're going to really have to key in on coming up here throughout the entirety of this ball game tonight. Next up here we have Olivia Pratcher, averaging 12.6 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, also 4.1 assists and 3.1 steals. This is a team that gets after it here on the defensive end. They're only allowing 36 points a game. So they're very stingy there on the defensive end. Trishelle Johnson, 9 points per game, also 6.9 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 4.7 steals. And then we have Madeline Campbell, 7.7 points per game, 9.2 rebounds. Again, a good bulk of their points that they score is inside the arc. They do not shoot the ball very well from beyond the three-point line. On the season, the Broncos are 49 of 208, good for 24%. And they also turn it over at a very alarming rate of 18.3 times a game. Now, on the flip side of things, Wapahani, as I said, we have Kimber Absher on the inside, Bailey Carpenter. You have that nice 1-2 punch there with Kimber and Bailey. You bring Haley Bivens off the bench. They've really done some nice things here. Bailey Carpenter right now at 6.3 points a game, 5.5 rebounds. Haley Bivens, 1.9 points per game, 1.5 rebounds a game. And then, when we spread the ball outside to our perimeter shooters here, Megan Luce been torching the net throughout the course of the year, averaging 12.8 points per game. Her, as well as Emily and Judy Dargo, the best three-point shooters probably in the county, to be quite honest with you. Megan right now shooting at a clip of 31% there from beyond the arc, 29 of 93. Emily is 27 of 74, good for 36%. And then Judy Dargo, 34 of 111, 31%. So, we have, I think, a nice balance of outside and inside. I look for us to be in attack mode, go at the rim, really make it known that you're going to feed Kimber Absher the ball, Bailey Carpenter the ball, and then work your way outside if those opportunities presents itself. But I think we've got to live in the post and go to work and come up with a big win here tonight against the Delaware Broncos. So make sure to stick around here with us. We'll have tonight's starting lineups and tip-off coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. As we'll take a look here at tonight's East Jackson Auto Sales starting lineup. Here first for your Wapahani Lady Raiders, starting at guard, number 2, Emily Luce. At the other guard position, wearing number 10, Judy Dargo. At guard, number 13, Megan Luce. Starting at 1 forward, number 24, Bailey Carpenter. And at the other forward, wearing number 33, Kimber Absher. Again, the Raiders coached by Scott Hudson, assisted by Adam Faulkner and Corey Scott. So again, that is the Wapahani Lady Raiders. All right. So, I was having to talk to some fans. They was standing in the way, but they didn't get down in time. So, nonetheless, here, the starting lineup here for Daleville, we have Emily Simmons, as well as Olivia Pratcher, Trishelle Johnson, 24, Addison Gothrop, and then Monolyn Campbell. Here for Daleville here tonight as we get tonight's game officially underway here at 8:06 p.m. here on this Thursday, January the 16th of 2024. As, again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. So, again, it's Wapahani basketball to open up. Again, 15-2 so far to start. And that's going to be a turnover there for the Raiders. As, again, the ball was batted down and then caught there by Absher. So, first turnover of the evening here for Wapahani. Daleville coming in at 11-6. Again, wouldn't pay very close attention to the records. That does not make any difference whatsoever. Off the mark right there, rebounded by Bailey Carpenter, her first here on the night. That pass up floor, and the Raiders will turn it over again, so 2 for 2 in that department. Again, when these two teams met back there on November the 23rd, Wapahani turned it over 22 times, which obviously is not good. So we cannot afford to do that tonight. No good there, but rebounded by Dargo. Can't get the putback to go. So unfortunately, the Raiders have come up empty on their first 3 possessions here tonight. Driving the right side, that was number 22 off the mark right there, Olivia Pratcher. And no good there for Megan. Nice battle there for the basketball. Carpenter got after it right there. Again, the takeaway. First turnover of the night there for Daleville. The shot from Emily Luce will be up, and it will be good. And that will get the Raiders on the board here for the first time this evening. So Johnson here along the baseline. And that pass picked off there by Megan Luce. Turnover number 2 here for the Broncos. Again, the first game here of the evening between Yorktown and Delta. That took almost, well, it was over an hour and a half, I'll tell you that much, as Johnson will be up and good there for 2 there on the layup. But I think the game got over with. It was right around 7:30, 7:35. So that was a pretty lengthy ball game. Delta ended up coming up there with a 3-point victory. As Wapahani with their 3rd turnover now on the night. Johnson, no good. That shot blocked away there by Absher. Off the mark there, rebounded by Kimber Absher. Her first rebound here tonight. Carpenter now on Dargo. Baseline jump shot up and no good. So the Raiders, unfortunately, a little stagnant to begin things here on offense. And a takeaway right there. That is now the third turnover here for Daleville as Emily Luce stepped in front of the pass. Now a missed layup here for Megan Luce. Gothrop here for three, off the mark. Another block there for Abshear, along there with her second rebound. Abshear up and good there for two. So the bucket and the foul. So Abshear will head to the line for one more. The foul will be here on number 5. That is Emily Simmons. So that's going to be her first. Team's first here tonight. And again, it will be Kimber Abshear at the line for one more. Free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done. So Kimber Abshear there with her first 3 points on the evening to go along with a pair of rebounds. And Wapahani with a 5-2 lead early here in this one, 4 minutes to go. Nearly picked off. Gothrop. Left side three, no good by Johnson as that one will go up and over the backboard. So it's going to head back the other way here for the Raiders as Daleville will apply a little bit of full court pressure. Easily handled here. Dargo now to Carpenter, and Carpenter will throw that one away. Johnson now here to Pratcher. And now Daleville will turn it over. So both teams here with 4 turnovers through the first, darn near 4.5 minutes. And down it here, Megan Luce will get it across half court. Not exactly where you want to stop the basketball right there, but finds Emily Luce. Emily now back to Megan. Screen set by Abshear. And a shot no good there for Emily Luce. And here come the Broncos heading back the other way. And the layup up and good there for number 22, Olivia Pratcher. Again, Pratcher on the season averaging 12.6 points a game. Megan Luce for 3, no good. Emily Luce, though, cleaning up there with a rebound. Then Megan Luce again off the mark. Again, like I mentioned there in our pregame show, we've got to look to get the ball inside. I mean, I understand, we've got, I think, some pretty good, decent at least, perimeter shooting right here, but when things aren't working, we've got to find a way to get to the basket, and that's exactly what the Raiders do right there. As that basket will be Megan Luce right there for 2, her first points on the night. And the 30-second timeout on the floor taken here by Daleville. And we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick timeout of our own. 7-4 Wapahani. All right, folks, welcome back in here for the 30-second timeout there from the Broncos. Again, a 7-4 Wapahani lead here with 2:20 remaining here in the opening quarter. I want to send a couple shout-outs here tonight. Again, Charlotte Anthony and others watching us down in the Sunshine State of Florida. Bob Taylor, his wife there. I tell you what, I wish I was down there with them, to be quite honest, with the temperatures and the weather we've had here in the Hoosier State. Holy Moses. But we want to thank them for tuning in tonight. Barbara Wilmoth there as well. Also like to shout out my sister and her fiance and my little nephew Bobo. Thank you guys for watching here tonight. Also to my mom and dad, Bruce and Shonda Morvillius, and many, many others. Truly appreciate the fan base here for our Raiders and the support that these young ladies deserve, not only for Wapahani, but as well as for Daleville here tonight. As we'll have a reach-in foul here on the Raiders. So the foul will be here on Wapahani's number 10, Judy Dargo. That's going to be her first. Team's first here of the quarter. So it will be number 22, Pratcher to inbound it here along the baseline all the way out here. And Dargo chasing after the basketball. Gothrop ends up picking it up. And here come the Broncos full steam ahead. Oh, yes. The complete stuffing from Kimber Abshire. She says, get that one on out of here. So again, Gothrop will inbound again here with just a touch over 1 minute remaining here in the first. Inbounded to Johnson, back out here, that's Pratcher. Back to Johnson again, the three-pointer up, no good. Abshire will corral the rebound, her third here of the night. Emily Luce out near half court. Screen here from Carpenter. Not much there. Abshire now swung on. Megan Luce dribbles there to the middle. Back to Carpenter. The handoff to Dargo. Curls around. Finds Abshire. Now the pass underneath. And the finish. Great court vision there by Abshire. And a nice finish by Bailey Carpenter. Now to put Wapahani on top here by 5 at 9-4. Left side here. Johnson. Out near half court. Finds Gothrop. Really applying the pressure there by Emily Luce. Johnson splits the middle, was looking right there for Simmons, but now Daleville will end up turning it over and let that one go out of bounds, so the Raiders will be able to inbound it there along the baseline. Daleville would have been better off just to go ahead and pick up the basketball. So fifth turnover now in the first quarter here for the Broncos. It's going to be Megan Luce to inbound it here along the baseline. Out here to Emily Luce. So 11 seconds and counting. 9-4 Raiders. Dargo, right corner three, off the mark that time. Simmons there with a rebound. And then Daleville will turn it right back over here with 1 second left. So we've got we at least have a shot, potentially. But it's got to be a quick one. Inbounded right there. Abshire misses the layup, and that's going to do it here for the opening quarter. At the end of one, Wapahani 9, Daleville 4. Stick around here with us. Quarter number 2 coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network, here with our Taylor Architects, Inc. Game break, 9-4 Wapahani as we head out into the second quarter of action. Going to greatly appreciate you all for tuning in and spending your Thursday evening here with us. We've had a good amount of ball games now that are scheduled here for the week. There's Abshire collects rebound number 4 for her here on the night. Again, we'll be back at it tomorrow night with the Raider boys basketball team competing in the semifinal round of the Boys County tournament there, also against Daleville. So we hope you guys tune in there for that one. It's hard to beat Friday night Indiana boys basketball. And no good there on the shot by Emily Luce. And now darn near turned over there by Daleville. Pratcher for 2, no good. Rebounded there by Ava Cook, and she came in during the break. As well as Haley Bivens here for the Raiders, both seeing their first action here of the evening. Underneath the Dargo, and she'll be fouled on the way up. So Judy will head here to the charity stripe for 2 shots. The foul will be on number 33. So Madeline Campbell with her first, team's first here of the quarter. And a first free throw attempt will be up and no good for Dargo. The second of 2 will be up, and it will be good. So Dargo, 1 for 2 on that trip to the charity stripe. Gives her first points of the evening, and on the season, Judy shooting 55%, only 6 of 11. Hasn't taken a lot of free throw opportunities. Gothrop there with a screen from Simmons. Now was Johnson there, that was Pratcher there along the baseline. Emily Luce diving after the basketball, but Johnson will come up with it. Swung on Gothrop, now to the left side. The 3 from Pratcher will be up and no good. Loose balls, Emily Luce will come away with it for her 3rd rebound here of the night. So again, essentially a little bit of a slow start for both sides. Got to get the ball here to Abshire. We do that, and we are going to get a foul underneath. I don't know if it's going to be a shooting foul. Looks like indeed it will be. So the foul will be here on number 5, Emily Simmons, her second. Team second. So again, Abshire at the line for 2 of them. First one off the back iron, no good. So as of right now, the Raiders 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. So we'll have Megan Luce, Bailey Carpenter back in. Abshire off the mark there with a second one, but Carpenter cleaning up there with the offensive rebound, her second rebound of the night. Abshire attacking the rim, not the finish she was looking for. And it's going to head back the other way in favor of Daleville. So some opportunities here for the Lady Raiders. Unfortunately, nothing came to fruition this time down floor. Gothrop here on the right side. Cross-court pass. Johnson now. Campbell attacking the rim and will get the finish.
Basket by Campbell.
Pass down court here. Dargo to Megan Luce. Back to Dargo again. Right corner 3 on the way. No good. Left that one short. Rebounded by Pratcher. 2-on-2 situation. And the left-handed layup will be up and good. And we will get a timeout on the floor here from Wapahani, and it will be a full timeout here from the Raiders. 10-8 with just a little over 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Stick around here with us. We'll be back with more right after these messages. All right, folks, welcome back again here following the timeout there from Wapahani. The Raiders on top here by a pair. Bruce will recover the basketball, pushes it up forward here now to find Abshire, now Dargo. Raiders have got to find it here on offense. Again, both teams have been very stagnant here. And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just calling the game as it is what it is. And that was a nice little drop in a bucket right there for Emily Luce. So Emily now with 4 points and 3 rebounds so far on the night. Pratcher for 2. The bank is open. So they've now started to find their offense here a little bit. They've scored the last 3 possessions. Megan Luce now on to Emily. Dargo, right side 3. In and out, no good. Abshire, though, with the rebound. And we'll have a jump ball. And that jump ball will favor Daleville. In comes Zoe Koger for Wapahani. Actually, no, it's going to be Wapahani basketball instead. Three from Emily Luce, no good. Hand off here to Campbell, lost the handle on it, but recovered possession of it here. Now Gothrop drives the left side of the lane, kicks it out. Johnson's 3 will be up and good. The bank's open.
Johnson.
So Daleville here on a 9-2 run. Emily Luce up and good for 2. Good ball movement, nice finish here for Emily. 6 points now for Emily Luce. And another Daleville turnover, their 6th here on the night. And Emily Luce up and good there for 2 more. Now up to 8 points and 3 rebounds. And that's going to be another Daleville. Okay. I thought she was the last one to touch him, but it's going to stay here with the Broncos. So Pratcher to inbound it here along the baseline. She'll find Gothrop out near the 10-foot volleyball line. And that pass read like a book there by Megan Luce. And a layup up and good there for 2 more. So again, carelessness has cost Daleville these last few possessions, and now Wapahani start to generate some momentum. They have a little 6-0 run of their own. That shot blocked and then rebounded by Abshire, her 6th rebound here in the first half. Full steam ahead is Kimber. Koger out to Luce. Now Emily Luce pulling the trigger and left that one a touch short. And here come the Broncos led by Addison Gothrop. The left hand, no good. Abshire with another rebound, her 7th. I like the aggressiveness right there. Again, going towards the rim. Unfortunately, not the finish she was hoping for. Pratcher drives the left side. Looking for Gothrop. She'll get it to her and then was met there by Kimber Abshire. And we will have a jump ball down there along the baseline. Possession's going to stay right here with Daleville. Okay, so we have a player down here on the floor, and we'll go ahead and stop aside here for a quick break. Not sure exactly what happened. I did not see what happened, but we hope that the young lady's going to be all right. Again, it's 18-13 with 1:33 to play here in the first half. We'll be back after these messages. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network, and they're still tending to the young lady down on the floor there for Daleville. So, again, very much our thoughts and prayers there with her. Hopefully everything will be okay. Again, not still quite sure of what happened. I don't know if she might have hit her head on the floor. I'm not quite sure, but we'll stay here with you here for a few moments here. We did want to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. So I wanted to send out a big thanks here to Sam Pierce Chevrolet, located at 12401 West County Road 550 South in Daleville, Indiana. Sam Pierce is your trusted Chevrolet dealership, and the reason why loyal customers keep coming back. They're known for their friendly style of service and stocked with brand new and pre-owned vehicles, along with offering competitive lease deals, finance options, and a top-of-line auto service. For more information, you can contact them at 765-387-4287 and go to sampiercechevy.com to find your next vehicle. Again, that is Sam Pierce Chevrolet. The best deals are in the country. Also, a big thanks here to Air Park Door, owned by Dustin Koger. They're located at 321 West Ontario Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Air Park Door has been voted as Muncie's quest for the best for the level of professionalism and knowledge they possess and the quality service they provide for a reasonable price. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Air Park Door, and you can contact them at 765-741-3667 for all of your garage door needs. Okay, so they was able to get the young lady off the floor, and I would assume take her back to the trainer's area. So again, we hope that she's going to be all right. Again, you never want to see anybody get hurt. Again, I don't know the situation there as far as what happened, but still nonetheless, we hope and wish all the best there for her. As Campbell will put that one through there for two, back down to a 3-point Wapahani lead. Emily Luce finds Megan. Post feed down low, but Campbell stepped right in front of the pass before the pass was thrown. And that is now the fifth turnover here in the first half for Wapahani, as we'll have a foul underneath here on Abshire. So Kimber will pick up her first, team's first here of the quarter.
Fouls on Kimber Abshire, that's her first.
So again, Campbell at the line for two shots. First one will be up and good. Second free throw attempt off the mark that time around. Rebounded by Abshire. Now her eighth here of the night as that ball deflected out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Raiders. So a brief stoppage here. And waiting here for the Broncos to retie the shoe. All right, so now we're back to basketball here with 1 minute remaining here in the first half. An 18-16 Wapahani lead. Hand off here, Emily Luce. Kicks it now, Abshire. Baseline shot, no good. And we're going to have a tie-up underneath right there. It's going to force a jump ball. It's going to stay with Wapahani. Inbounded right there to Bailey Carpenter. Beautiful pass. Nice finish there by Bailey. 4 points for Carpenter on the night, along with a pair of rebounds. And that pass picked off by Emily Luce. Turnover number 8 here for Daleville. And Emily through there for two. So 10 points, 3 rebounds here for Emily. I don't know how many steals. I think right around maybe 3 or 4 steals so far. And a shot blocked and rebounded there by Carpenter. And the Raiders will not get a shot off, but end the first half on a good note, as your halftime score will be Wapahani 22, Daleville 16. Make sure to stick around here with us. We'll have our halftime report coming up. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here with our Taylor Architects, Inc. game break at the half. It is Wapahani 22, Daleville 16 here at the break. And, started off, the game kind of slow. Wapahani got off to a 6-point lead, I believe it was. Had a 10-4 lead. Then, Daleville started to find their footing there a little bit. There in that second quarter. and end up eventually taking a 13-12 lead. But Wapahani quickly answered right there, and they really haven't looked back much since. And now, with that being said, granted, we only have a 6-point lead, but that's better than being down by 6, or better than being down by anything at all. So I think that we finished the half strong. That's very encouraging, I think, for head coach Scott Hudson and his coaching staff to see from these ladies, because, again, I don't think that we had a great first half, or at least for my estimation, I wouldn't even say that we even had a good first half. Daleville really didn't necessarily either. Turnovers were a little costly. Wapahani had 5 of them. Daleville had 8. Again, coming into the ball game, the Broncos, they averaged was right at 18 turnovers a game, 18.3. Wapahani with 13. So it's at least what they averaged there in the first half. It could be pretty close to about their season averages as far as turnover totals. But obviously here for Wapahani's standpoint, you want to keep the turnover. The turnovers down on the offensive end, but you want the takeaways to continue to go up. And that's one thing that I think that we've always done a really good job of here throughout the season. Defensively, we're very active. We only allow 31 points a game, but we get 12 steals a game as well. And I know, at least there in that first half, I think Emily Luce had to have had pretty close to right around 4, possibly 5 steals there in the first half. So just her alone brings a presence. I believe Megan Luce has 1 or 2. A couple other girls I think have had maybe 1 or 2. So, we're right there pretty close to that. Like I said, right around that 7-8 steals already. Obviously Daleville already with 8 first half turnovers, but not necessarily all of those have to be steals. They could just throw the ball away and it'd be a turnover, or a travel, whatever the case might be. But a lot of this is just bad passes that's put them in the Broncos in bad situations, and Wapahani's taken full advantage of it. And that's what you got to continue to do here in this second half. But the Raiders were led here in this first half by Emily Luce at a team-high 10 points and 3 rebounds. Following her is Megan Luce with 4 points and 1 rebound. Bailey Carpenter with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Kimber Abshire, a quiet night so far here offensively. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities. 3 points, but does have 8 rebounds here to half. I think she's got at least 3 or 4 blocks as well. So there's other ways. It doesn't necessarily always mean, you have to go out and score 20 or 30 points to have an impact on a ball game. They're still out here doing what they have to do to take care of business. And, there's multiple ways of doing that. And one of the most important things is a good defense. And that's what we've seen here from Kimber and many others so far here throughout the ball game. The offense necessarily hasn't been clicking on all cylinders, but thankfully, we've gotten some stops, especially late there in that first half, to put ourselves in the driver's seat going into the second half here. So we'll see what both teams come back out with as far as what adjustments they made there during the half, and hopefully Wapahani can, like I said, really continue to get that offense flowing here in the right direction and build on the lead that they've established here at the break. So got about a minute left. Make sure to stick around here with us. The start of the second half coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here again with our Taylor Architects Inc. game break. It's 22-16 here as we head to the second half of play again from Yorktown High School in Yorktown, Indiana. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Appreciate you all for joining us here tonight and choosing to spend your Thursday evening here with us. Hopefully you guys are all bundled up and nice and cozy in your homes. I tell you what, it's been a cold weather week, I'll tell you that much. And I know the last couple of nights, coming to the ball games and so on and so forth, you got to bundle up or you'll freeze to death. So it's nice to have a pretty good crowd on hand here, but also those of you that are tuning in and watching us, we sure do appreciate you all. So Abshire underneath, that right there will be up and good for 2. And that's such an important key right here for Wapahani. I talked about it there in our pregame show and how we have got to establish that inside presence. I mean, when you have Kimber Abshire and Bailey Carpenter and Haley Bivens when she's in there, you've got to utilize that inside, and we've got to pay more attention and be able to get the ball established in there and hopefully, hopefully have success there at the rim. Because then that's really going to continue to benefit the rest of our versatility with some of our outside shooting. As Dargo will be off the mark right there. Abshire will get the rebound, and then Megan Luce there with a putback.
Megan Luce with a basket.
So, little things like that. Offensive rebounds, putbacks. Now you're up by 8 points, and another turnover. First one here in the second half, but then Wapahani will go ahead and give it right back to them. So Bradshaw will walk it up floor here for Daleville. Possibly get it across half court. She will this time. She got away with a travel right there. Simmons now on to Johnson. Left side 3 will be up. No good. Abshire with another rebound. She already has 10 of them. So she easily eclipsed that rebound plateau so far here this evening. Megan Luce off the mark. Now it's going to head out of bounds. So when shots aren't falling outside, time to go inside. That's where we've seen a great multitude of our success. So much so that we haven't hit a 3 so far tonight. So again, that doesn't mean you completely stop taking them, but we've got to continue to be in attack mode and going towards the rim right here. Is Emily Luce there with her 4th rebound here on the night. And that's going to be an over and back violation. And then Daleville will go ahead and give it right back to us. I suppose that neither team wants the basketball. Post feed inside. Good job staying with it there by Abshire. And then she'll be fouled that next time right there. So picked up another rebound, her 11th. And then now she's going to head to the charity stripe here for 2 shots. The foul's on Campbell, her 2nd. Team's first here of the quarter. So knocked down the first one. That's nice to see. And the Raiders were 2 of 5 from the free throw line there in the first half. The 2nd of 2 for Abshire will be up, and it will be good. Excellent work. So Kimber now with 7 points, 11 rebounds on the night. And Wapahani now with their largest lead here of the evening of a 10-point advantage. Michelle Johnson splits the middle. Campbell was looking for Simmons, and that's going to be deflected out of bounds. So nice hands there by Megan Luce getting the deflection. Continuing to create disruption defensively here. Wow, that was very lackadaisical right there.
Johnson for 2.
I mean, everybody just kind of stood there. They inbounded the ball, and she just faded away, you know, with a shot and went through. But that seemed very, I don't know, like there wasn't much enthusiasm from either side that time. Screen there from Abshire. Emily loose, looking to be in attack mode. Finds Dargo right side 3. No good that time. So here comes Pratcher up floor. Johnson, the layup will be up and good.
Michelle Johnson.
Post feed inside, nice pick and roll. And for whatever reason, I just noticed that the clock did not start on the screen, for heaven's sakes. And now the clock stops. Okay. So 3:37 to go here in the third. Inbounded here to Campbell. She'll take the 3. No good that time, and rebounded by Abshire. 12th rebound now of the night. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on number 22, Olivia Pratcher. That's her first. Team second of the quarter.
That's her first. Team's first of the quarter. I'm sorry, that's her second.
Emily Lewis drives in middle of the lane and will get the runner to go. So that will put Wapahani back on top here by 8. So 12 points now for Emily. Having a very nice game so far. 4 rebounds. And another steal to go along with it as well. It's been a thorn in the Broncos' side once again tonight defensively. Emily here on the season, thorn in everybody's side defensively, coming in, averaging 3.9 steals a game. Megan loose. Now there to Carpenter. Absheron's up picking it up and putting it in. Talk about being at the right place at the right time. So Absher now with 9 points. And we will have a timeout on the floor with 2:09 to play. Again, the timeout from Daleville will be a 30-second timeout. And so, again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout. Again, we'll be back at it tomorrow night from Delta High School again with the semifinal round of the 2025 Delaware County Boys Basketball Tournament. It'll be Wapahani taking on Daleville there in that one. That'll be a 6 p.m. start time, so no late game for us. We'll get back plenty late tonight. So it'll be nice to have that early game tomorrow evening. Again, that will be a pregame show start time of right around 5:50. That for that one tomorrow night. So again, Wapahani and Daleville, and tomorrow night semifinal matchup there with Wapahani and Daleville at 6 p.m. live right here on the WHS network. So we hope you guys can tune in and spending your Friday evening with us. We'd love to have you over there at Delta, as that was completely rejected and stolen away right there by Abshire. Dargo lost a handle on it. Third turnover now of the half here for the Raiders. Now 8 on the evening. And we will have a foul here on Wapahani. Looks like Bailey Carpenter potentially. And indeed it will be. So Bailey will pick up her first. Team's first here of the quarter. It will be number 23, Trishelle Johnson, to inbound it here along the sideline. Tell you what, not much fan interaction here tonight as well. Not much, in the way of cheering, really either side. Been a little quiet. Pratcher back to Johnson, drives it in the middle of the lane, and the bank's open. That was really not well defended right there. So Johnson there with a 2-point bucket. Gets it back down to an 8-point Wapahani lead. Emily Luce drives it there to the middle of the free throw line. Now Abshire to Dargo, the three up and no good. Emily Luce, though, now with her 5th rebound. Abshire with a baseline jumper, and that is good. So nice pass there by Emily Luce. Nice finish there from Kimber Abshire there with the baseline jumper. So again, Kimber now on the evening with 11 points and 12 rebounds. We'll have Haley Bivens and Ava Cook back in here. Megan Luce and Bailey Carpenter will have a seat. Just under 50 seconds remaining here in the third. Johnson inbounds it there to Campbell. Campbell right side three, no good. Cook will corral her 2nd rebound of the night. As right here, if you're Wapahani, just look to slow the pace up. Hold for the last shot of the quarter. No reason to be in any kind of hurry. Just take good care of the basketball and get a good shot off, and hopefully can add to this lead as the ball be deflected out of bounds. Last touch there by Daleville. So somebody's going to inbound the ball. It's going to be Ava Cook. Inbound it here into the backcourt. Emily Luce. Cross half court now. Abshire lines up there for the screen. Emily dishes it right down to her. Bivens along the baseline. Up and good for 2. Love that unselfishness as we continue to see that here from the Raiders. A much, much better third quarter here from Wapahani as they add to the lead here at the end of 3. Wapahani 36, Daleville 24. Stick around, quarter number 4 coming up right after these messages here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back again with our Taylor Architects Inc. game break as we begin quarter number 4 again from Yorktown High School here in Yorktown, Indiana, here with our 2025 Delaware County Girls Basketball Tournament semifinal round matchup. Wapahani with a 12-point lead, and we turn it over to open up this fourth quarter. Daleville off-balance shot there by Johnson, no good then by number 10, Murphy, as Abshire will end up coming away there with a rebound. And Bivens, not quite the angle she was hoping to see right there at the end of that pass. And that will be up and good for number 22, Olivia Pratcher. Cook there with a rebound. And really, in all honesty right here, again, this just my opinion, I'd be looking to take some time off the clock. You've got a 10-point lead. Daleville needs the ball back. So we've got to play the game of keep away. And then, opportunity presents itself, take it right on in there for a layup. But then again, that's just me. In my opinion, that really doesn't make a difference. That's perfectly fine. That pass over here to Johnson. Good defense here from Dargo. Looking there for the handoff to Pratcher, but that ball deflected away by Emily Luce. So it's going to stay right here once again with Daleville. Another deflection away. I think that might have actually been off the leg there of either Emily Luce or Bailey Carpenter. That pass picked off by Abshire. 4th turnover and a half for Daleville. Gives them 12 here on the night. Hand off here to Dargo, now to Abshire. She'll give way to Megan Luce. Nothing's there. Good job right there finding Carpenter. Now the handoff to Emily. Continuing to set the ball screens. And that pass thrown away. So the foul here on Carpenter. That's going to be her second. Team's first of the quarter.
That's her second. Team's first of the quarter.
So Pratcher will inbound for Daleville with 5:42 to go. I tell you what, it was so quiet in here. You would think I was broadcasting a golf match. I mean, holy Moses. You'd think, especially in a more of a contested ball game right here, you'd have not even necessarily about our fans, even the Daleville fans trying to uplift their team here a little bit. And everybody just kind of sits here and stares at the ball game. It's like, what in the world? Nonetheless, 36-26. We've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to step aside here for a timeout of our own. We'll be back with more right after this message from Dr. Kara J. Wolf, EDSPC. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. 36-26, returning here from the timeout. Again, both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Wapahani in charge of a 10-point lead. Oh, nice clear out. I guess there was a reason for that, as Abshire will get called there for the offensive foul. That's going to be her second, team's second here of the quarter. Tell you what, though, she's got the backside right into him and screwed him right on out of the way. To the corner, Johnson, the three will be up and no good. Carpenter will battle there and grab a hold of the rebound. Her 5th here on tonight. Another solid game here for Bailey. Only 4 points, but that's all right. She's done an excellent job here on the defensive end. Is really Wapahani for the most part. Again, here throughout the ball game, great defensive effort here from everyone. And that's what you want to see. That's what wins ball games. Obviously, yes, you got to put points up on the board, but you've got to stop your opponent as well. And Wapahani has done their fair share of that here tonight. Abshire here at the free throw line. Spin move. Nice finish.
Abshire with the lead.
It's a little finesse there from the senior forward here in Abshire. 13 points, along with 14 rebounds. Up top here, that's number 2. Corbin now swung on. Pratchett drives it to the right side, and no good. Another rebound here for Abshire. I'm starting to run out of space here to put down her rebounds. Got about 1 or 2 spaces left, and that's about it. So Megan Luce to inbound along the baseline. Finds Carpenter, and she will be landed on top of here by Emily Simmons. We hope she's all right. So Simmons there with her third. Team's first here at the corner. Hand off here, Abshire drives it there to the free throw line. Now Dargo gives way to Megan Luce. Nice screen there from Carpenter. Back out to Emily. Good work right here again, just making sure we're making the right passes, making the right decisions, wasting some time along with it. We didn't get any points right there, but we did take some time off the clock. So now you just got to get you another defensive stop right here if you're Wapahani. Nice deflection there from Dargo. Johnson out near half court. I got to say, I'm a little surprised here that Daleville wasn't playing with a little bit more of a sense of urgency right here. You're down by 12 points and not much time to go. Battle for the basketball. And Abshire will end up coming up there with a takeaway. 5th turnover now of the half. And stripped the ball out of Campbell's hands, and then it was kind of a jump ball from there that Abshire easily won. Good job using the old pivot foot right there by Dargo, and we'll have another timeout. This will be a full timeout taken here by your Wapahani Lady Raiders, 38-26. Wapahani leads it with 2:25 remaining here in the fourth. Stay right here with us. We'll be back with more after these messages. All right, welcome back again here, ladies and gentlemen. A 38-26 lead here for Wapahani as we head back out onto the floor, returning from the timeout. Again, Wapahani with 2 remaining, 3 here for Daleville. And here with our Taylor Architects, Inc. game break. Again, big thanks to everyone continuing to tune in here tonight. Sure to appreciate everyone and the support you show us, but more importantly, these wonderful young ladies out here on the floor. For both Wapahani and Daleville. Nice rebound there from Megan Luce. Her second here on the night. Megan for 2. That will be up and it will be good. Nice pass, nice finish. So Megan now with 8 points, a pair of rebounds. Again, I will let you all know already, due to time constraints following the ball game, because we've got to get things loaded up and head on out of here so we can get back to Raider country. We will not be having a post-game show tonight. We did ride the bus with the team here this evening, so we don't want to run them any behind. As we want to get home as quickly as possible. So we will not have a post-game show here this evening. But again, we'll be posting our stats there on our social media sites on Twitter and Facebook. If you haven't followed us yet, follow us on Twitter or X, whatever you want to consider it as, and Facebook at WHS Network. Dargo dribbles right here, right side, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Daleville. And bounded here to Emily Luce. So again, just trying to dwindle time down right here. Wapahani will play a little four-corner basketball, one there in the middle. There with Haley Bivens. And that's going to be turned over. 7 turnover now of the ball game. Here in the second half, that is. 12 on the night total. Rebounded underneath there by number 10, Murphy, and then rejected by Abshire. 53 seconds remaining. We'll have number 4, Carly Hageman, now in the ball game, seeing her first action of the evening. Judy Dargo will have a seat. Pratcher for 3. No good. And Campbell comes up there with a rebound. Nice pass. And a nice finish by Pratcher underneath. Campbell to Pratcher to make this now a 12-point ball game. And just got to look to take care of the basketball. No reason to score. You know, you're up by 12 points. If you lose the ball game by now, we've got bigger fish to fry. So good win here tonight for Wapahani. They will advance to the Delaware County Girls Basketball Tournament Championship game here on Saturday night at Delta High School. That'll be a 6 p.m. start time. They'll be taking on the Delta Eagles as this game is over. Final score, your Wapahani Lady Raiders 40, the Daleville Lady Broncos 28. Again, Wapahani now improves to 16-2 on the season. Again, like I just mentioned, they now advance to the championship game on Saturday night at 6 p.m. at Delta High School. Wapahani taking on Delta there on Saturday evening. We hope you guys can come on out. Again, make sure to follow along there with our Twitter and Facebook for the stats here from tonight's ball game for Wapahani. We'll be posting those here shortly. And again, make sure to tune in tomorrow night. Your Wapahani Raider boys basketball team at Delta tomorrow night in the semifinal round matchup with the Daleville Broncos. That will be a 6 p.m. start time live right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. So greatly appreciate you all for tuning in. And again, your final score, Wapahani 40, Daleville 28 until tomorrow night. I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Yorktown High School.